the concept of rule resolution.
Yeah, the last example you were showing, right, yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have a few questions regarding that.
Yeah.
Is there any possibility? Can you open that?
Yes.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we understood yesterday is like the option A and B, because the first one is withdrawn, second one is like it is the lower than that, so the both are omitted.
Yes, that's right. So it
Okay, and
got removed.
option C, it says no, so that
Yeah.
is gone.
So the availability
And
is
option
no. So
D,
this will be
yeah.
okay.
And option D, I didn't understand. Like blocked means what does it like? Does it count?
Yeah. So actually, see, like before that, it takes the withdrawn as well, right? Take this withdrawn. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So if it is withdrawn, so the below of that also will be removed as well. If
Removed.
you can see,
Okay.
same class, same uh, rule set, so it will be removed as well. So both E and F will be removed from that.
So D is also removed, right? Option D.
No, D is not removed. Availability
D is
of
not removed.
block is not removed.
Okay.
Block will be remain there and it will give you an error.
Oh, okay.
So if you see the the flow chart, block is not removed. Okay, block means it
It
will
just
be
shows
there,
there. Okay.
like it will find the best rule and then it will take rule is block. If it is yes, it will give you an error.
Okay. Yeah.
So block is not getting removed. Block will be remain there and it will give you like you don't want to run that rule anymore. So it will give you an error. You are running a blocked rule.
Okay.
So this in this way, so if you say like option E and F also remove, you have D still there. Okay,
Yeah.
and you can see option G and H. So this is actually the higher version. So this the lower version will be removed by that. Okay, so this will also will be removed.
Okay.
Okay, so you left with D, G,
D,
and
G, and
I.
I.
Yeah. Okay. So in this, if you can see, this is the in the class order. This is the high order class, right? So ABC, FW, loan rework, work. So it will be come in the ranking. It will come at the first.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't hear you.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Actually, it will come in the ranking. This is the class which is the highest one, right? The class wise. So it will
Okay.
be at the top. And then you can see this. This is the your applies to class. So in the ranking wise, this block will be come into the uh, higher level.
Highest priority. Yeah.
Yeah. So all the below one also removed from that. So you can see 19 G and I will be removed after the ranking. So you are
Okay.
left with this blocked one. So we're
Okay.
going to
Yeah.
run this blocked one and give you the error on that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Understood now. Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually like I'll provide you some more examples on this rule resolution, so you can practice that on that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No problem.
today
Thank you.
we are going to learn another concept, uh, branching. Okay. So we actually like that made it not available and just change that on that. Just make it out. Okay. So today we are going to learn another concept of the application development that is we called as branching. Okay. So what's the purpose of branch? Okay. So if you can see your application rule. you have a concept of branch. Okay, so this branch concept was also not there in the previous version of the Pega. So with Pega 7, they've introduced this concept of branch. Okay, so what's the benefit of this branch? Okay, so normally this type of the concept, like your development branching concept, is mainly if you are working on large project, if you have more than 100 200 people are working on the project, one team is working on separate development, one team is working on separate development, okay, and you are using the same environment. So how you are going to differentiate the work? So how you are going to make that, okay, that another team is not dependent on another work. So whatever that they are developing, it will be like independent of each other. So there is a concept of the branch comes up. Okay, so if you have multiple teams working, okay, and they are actually and you don't know which work is going to be production in which time. So if you say like one team is working, they have developed something, and you are not sure when you are going to deploy that into which environment. Like in that need to be the UAT first, or this another team which is developing that should be go to the UAT first, right? So you are not sure of which code is going to be deployed into the higher environment as well. So that time also the branching is important concept to be used, because uh, in case of branch, what you mainly do is you create a separate application. You can say it's an application, or uh, with the application you create a separate rule sets. Okay, there you don't need to mention about the version. Like in branch, we don't worry about the version where we are creating our rule. Okay, so now you can see when you want to create a branch. Okay, so you need to first create on add branch. Okay, so branch is just as a name. Okay, it doesn't signify when you're creating a branch. Within that, what are the different rule set you want to add that. So that makes the difference there. So here, like say one, I want to create a new branch. So let's say uh, loan app branch. So you can see that I have added a just as a new branch. Okay, so uh, within this you can see there are some options are there. We'll talk about this: log, merge, package, use for audit at runtime, delete from system, remove from application, right? So we'll gradually learn that. So once you have created a branch, okay, what you do is you create the branch rule set. Okay, so branching rule set means that what are the different so you can see here, I just save why is branch ID is not good. Okay, I need to save the rule first. Okay, then the branch ID will be reflected. I need to save that, so the branch will be saved with the application rule, and then if I create branch rule set, it will reflect me the branch which is available. Okay, so now you can see that branch is getting reflected, and within this, what are the different rule set is available in that application will be reflected. So let's say I'm just choosing the as of now loan app. Okay, I create that. So that's you can see this. This is a new rule set which is getting created with the branch, and so you can see that this is the name of application, then branch, and the branch name. Okay, by default, Pega will create in that version. Okay, and here also one you think you can see this. There is no another version you can create. So if you are creating a branch rule set, for that it will be remain 0101001 only. You are not going to create multiple version of same rule set. So if you say like once I created this branch rule set for the this version, So now if you click, I created a there. So now if you say like I want to go there and I'm going to create a same rule set once again. So if you say like I go there, I choose the loan app branch and I'm choosing the same rule set once again. Okay. So you can see this. Uh, it's saying me that the rule set is already created in the branch. So I cannot create a same rule set branch again. Okay. So that means that the rule set, which is the part of the application, it can be created only one in the branch. You cannot create multiple version of the rule set within the branch. Okay. So once you have created that, now actually, so you have created this uh, as well. Okay, so there is two way you can create it. You can create it manually, like which we have done this for rule set, or otherwise, you say like I have a rule now. So if you say like this rule. Okay, so currently like you can see this rule is part of loan app 0101. I want to make some changes in the branch one. Okay, so if you say like if I go for save as now, okay, so you can see the context. So whenever you are saving a new rule now, okay, you will see a context there. Okay, so you can see this no branch or branch, right? So if you say I want to save that in the context of loan app branch, so you'll say that which application you're going to use. Okay, and if I'm going to use any one of the rule set here, it will add that in the branch also. So if you say for this, I'm using the existing rule set, loan app is only. Okay, so that is already there. So it is going to save that in the branch now. So we'll see this. This is actually like you can see the name of the rule set that doesn't contain any version as well. So if you see it here, the rule which is present of part of the actual rule set, it contains the version. But if it is the part of the branch, it doesn't contain any version with it. Okay, so you can see this. This is the part of branch. So it will not contain any version. So when you, I'll show you like how you are going to merge with the original rule set later. Okay. So this time, actually, we have saved this rule in the branch. So this rule will be separately, like you can impact. It will not going to impact the main rule set. So this will be. So normally, what we do is we create a separate access group. Okay, and we provide this rule set access, the branch access which we have. We provide that access to the another access group, so they can test it with this branch one. Okay. So normally, like your main application, if you can see here,
अरे चलो यार आप पहुंचो नीचे
sorry, yeah. So normally, what we do is we create some separate access group with this branch. Okay, so that the person who is actually working on that team can access that branch rule sets from there. Okay, so you can see that access group of the operator. We create that a separate access group. Okay, and we add that of the branch rule application access. He can able to access it there. Okay, so once it like you can see this, I have added only one of the application in this. Okay, so if we say I'm going to add some on the uh, rules in the organization level as well. So if you say if I have any rule property, will I see it now? some other property which is defined. So let's say customer is a page which is defined in here. So if you say like I want to save that in the organization and ICI rule set in the branch one. So you can see now I'm saving that in the branch. Okay, applying to the class is ICI and the rule set. The rule set is again become and change it to ICI. So if you can see now, this is the property like this will be fine. So what it's going to add, it is going to add this rule in the branch as well as this rule set is getting added in the branch as well, because that rule set was not there in the before. So if you see your here your application, refresh it, you will see this the rule set associated with the branch. Okay, so if you see in this, there are two rule sets now associated with the branch. Okay, so ICI was when you save a rule also with the branch concept of any rule set, it will be added into the directly here as well. Okay, it will save the rule in the ICI rule set, and that ICI rule set also added into the branch as well. Okay, so once it like you have like you say you have doing your development in the branch. Okay, you are actually like creating your rules and everything in a separate branch. Okay, once you think that you have done with the branch, so what you are going to do? Okay, so you have actually the concept of merging with the main rule set. Okay, so you have actually like you want to log the branch so that
Hey,
during that, yeah.
hello. Before that, I have a question. I mean, let's say we are doing a development in the separate branch. Will it have any impact on the rule resolution as such?
Yeah, actually like that's I told, right? You are going to create a separate access group. So currently, like you can see this, your application rule set doesn't contain this branch rule sets. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to create a separate access group. You need to provide this branch access to that.
Okay.
Okay. So what will happen? This rule set, whatever the rule set you are seeing it here. Okay. So if you see like I've created the branch. I'll show you that it's like what the difference. Say I have log off, and currently if you see the profile of the user, yeah. So you can see this branch is uh, already added. So if you say with the application, the branch is already added here.
So
Okay.
branch rule set will have one kind of highest priority. Is that the case?
So actually, like this one is actually like if you have a single branch, so you can actually like go with this. So if you have multiple branch, then you can going to create the separate access group so that if you want to say like the two team are working on two different things, you can differentiate. Because it is a single access group, you are going to access with the same branch.
Okay.
Okay, so if you say like now it's like the branch tool set is getting added the access group directly. But if you say like you have two teams who are working on the two different things and you don't want both teams to be linked together. So if you say like what the work they are doing, you want to work it in a different thing. So that time the branch like you need to create a separate access group and you need to provide that access group here. So what will happen? It will work with the separate branch one. So the both rule will you can differentiate it there. Currently, like it's a single branch, so the work is getting the branch rule set also getting added into the rule set stack. Okay, so you can define a separate access group and you can mention this branch name as the main application rule there. So that what will happen with that? It's actually going to be used the rule of that branch only. It will not going to use the other branch in that scenario. Okay, is that suffice your answer?
Yes.
Yeah. So now if you say like we have added one rule set here, right? So now, like you say, you are doing more work, and actually more work is getting added it here. Okay, and later you want to merge the rule. Okay, so if you say like if you have so these all options are like use same thing for package. If you want to deploy directly the branch, you want to merge, you want to lock. Lock means you cannot add any rules with this branch anymore. Okay. So if you say like I want to lock this before merging. So if you say like I want to merge that, so I just first need to lock the branch. Okay. So if that contains the checked out rule, so I need to remove the checked out rule first. Okay. I need to see which rule is part of the checked out. So I need to go here. So these three rules actually which is I added are part of the branching. Okay, you can go here and it says three rules, but it's showing two of the rules. Let's do this two rules. Okay, this is now both of them are done, and it's saying one more now rule is part of the yeah. Okay, so if you say like when locking, you want to give the password. Okay, and then we lock the branch. So now you can see this both rule set is logged. I cannot make any changes to the rules which is available to them. So if you say like if I go here, so if you say like this customer now, you see this, yeah. So you can see here, you see that the branch is logged now. Okay, so you cannot make any changes to the anymore on that. So once actually we logged it, then what we do is we merge them. Okay, so merge actually like if you say like merging is again you can have multiple things, right? So during the merge, it might happen that another team which has another branch of the same rule it was changed. Okay, so there may be some conflict will display. Currently, like we have not done that extensive one. Okay, so say like I want which branch to merge. I select that. So there can be like many issues can be happen during the merging of the branch. Many things can happen. So if you say like if you have working with multiple branching, one people have what they did it. So if you can see here, one conflict here. Okay. So you need to see the all the conflicts. What the conflict is displaying there. Cannot be merged. A rule in the lower version has updated recently. So if you see in this 010201, it's available. Okay, so if you see when we are taking that, we have taken from 010101. Okay, and when we have did yesterday when we did the uh, scheming, we have moved that rule into the 010201. Okay, so now what actually like it's saying that I cannot merge that into the 010101 rule set because that is already a lower version. Okay, so that time actually there can be many conflicts which may come up. Okay, so what I need to do is I can do the comparison. Okay, why it's like it's saying that I can compare that rule uh, with the current version. Okay, so you can see here what are the difference in this. Well, you rule compare, you will see the difference. Okay, so these are the like mainly it's compare that XML. Okay, that XML is getting compare of the rule. When you see view XML of the rule, it compare each one of them. Okay, so you can see all the green one what changed. The value change is delete, insert, value change, value change. Okay, so normally it's actually just the uh, all these actually if you can see that is actually not change the actual behavior of the rule. So if you say I want to mark that is okay. So this is my I say actually okay. This is now resolved. I need to do it manually one by one. All the conflicts need to be resolved. Oh, please unlock branch rule set to resolve conflict. Okay. Yeah. So here, yeah, that is fine. Actually, like, that is not going to be make a major difference. So if you say here, when you are doing that merging, so in which rule set you want to merge that? So say like I want to create a new version with the branch, whatever the rules we have. So I need to give that a new version. So if you say I want to use the existing version, okay. So that is the 010201. I want to use the same version. I don't want to create a new version. And if you say like I want to use the same rule set of the this one, okay. So actually another thing is like this provide you two more options. Okay, so let's say once actually like it was merged, you want to log that. Okay, so like say log target after merging. Okay, so normally after the merge actually like you don't want to create any rule set to the merge rule set version as well, so you can log the same. So if you say I just want to create a new version, okay, say create a new version here as well, and I'm giving the password to log the same. So what is going to happen? It is going to log the new version. Okay, so this will like it's a good advisable so that what is happen like whatever the rules of the branch, you know that you have merged that into that rule set. Okay, so uh, in the future if anything goes wrong, you know that actually that is coming from that branch, and that all the branch rule set is part of the new version of this one. So you can easily able to distinguish that from that. So there will be no problem when we are merging the rules. Okay, so it's always advisable like if you can go for a new rule set version with the branch. Okay, so one more thing is here, the option you can see it here. Keep all source rules and rule set after the merge. Okay, so if I not do this, it will delete the branch. Okay, once it is merged, it will delete this low nav branch and ICI branch. So these two is going to be removed from the system. So if you say like I click on now merge, okay. I need to remove the conflict before it's going to be worked. So this actually cannot be merged. I need to go to the I need to unlock the branch rule set first. Okay. So let's see. We go to the application. We unlock the I can go for individual as well because it will like, okay. So now this is open. Let me go back. I need to save that as well first. Otherwise, that will be not reflected there. Okay. Yeah. So that you can see that once it was conflict and I marked that is resolved, is now resolved. Okay. Now the merge button is also you can able to click it out. Okay. If it is not resolved, the merge option will be disabled. Okay. Now I can go and log the rule set as well. So let's again log the rule set. Okay. So that is now logged and we can go with the merging. Okay. So now you can see that the merge is happened. Okay. And I did not use the option of keep source there. So if you say now I go here and I replace this, the branch should be removed now. Oh, branch is still there. It should remove this. I is still saying 1 minute. I need to just check it. It did not create the new one. You see the ICI as well. Yeah, 02 is also not created. I need to provide the password here as well. So actually, I think that was some issues previously. So now you can see this, the both branch, okay, the target one, it's created a new rule set, okay. So the two rules are merged, okay, and in this, actually, so that's like there's a Pega flow, okay. So if you go to the application now, the branch should be removed from the system. Why still the branch is there? Okay, branch is there, the rule sets are removed, sorry. Yeah. So you can see that within that branch, the rule sets are removed now. Okay, branch is still there, and within that, the rule sets are removed only. Okay. So within that, if you call the rule set which is getting merged, that is removed from the system. Okay. And if you can see, it will create the one more version version below of it. Where is the, I need to replace this. Yeah, so you can see this 010202 is already created now. Okay, and same for the ICR. You see currently like it doesn't have 010102. You replace the same, you will see the version 02 as well, and that is logged. Okay, so we have given that option. Once it was merged to the new version, we want to lock it as well. Okay, so that's actually like you can see once you want to do the parallel development, you can create branches within the branch when you are uh, yeah. So if you say like you can just create the branch first, and then within that branch you can create rule set manually, or while saving when you are selecting the rule set, it will create the branch rule set as well for you. Okay, so if it is not there, it will create it for you. Once you are actually done with the development, you can go for first lock the rule set, so that all the checked out rules or whatever the rules you have in the branch rule set can be removed. Okay, then once it was logged, you can go for merging. So in the merge, it will say that in which rule set you are going to merge. So during the merging, if there is any conflict is available, you need to first sort that out manually. Once you have all the conflicts is sorted out, then you can go for provide the password for the log rule set, and also you need to provide the password if you want to create a new version or you want to create a existing version. And if you want to log that, you can provide the password for the same and click on merge. Then Pega will take care of the merging part of it. Okay. Any questions on this branch concept now? So this will actually enable you parallel development. So that is actually be normally referred in development world. The parallel development can be happen with the branch concept. Yeah. Any questions on the branch concept?
Who is going to create this branch? I mean, LSO, CSSA, or who development?
Nivedita, I'm not able to hear your voice. It's very low.
Okay, who is going to create this branch?
This is mainly done with the LSAs and SSA, like your senior system architect and LSA. They actually combine, come up with this. Like if they have the multiple teams, so they want to develop this branch concept. So mainly, this will be like LSA will give you the instruction to create two system architect to do this branching concept.
Okay.
So mainly, this is required actually if you are the big team and multiple projects are going on with the same application, then this parallel development will come into the picture. If you have actually the same team and you are working with small team with like 40 50 people, and one application is getting built, then you might not need this branching concept.
Okay, when we create our this rules in branch, and we'll get our output as expected.
Yeah. See, once actually, like I showed you, right? Actually, if you go there, once you are adding the branches here, right? So in the profile, that branch rule set is getting added as well. So if you can see, still you can see this branch rule set is getting the high priority. So you can see this low nav branch is getting added into the rule set stack. So in the rule set stack, this will take the high priority. So any rule which is present in the branch will take the high priority of that.
Okay.
Okay, because this you can see this branch rule set is getting added into the your rule set stack. So first it will check the branch rule set, then it will check the application rule set.
Mhm. The only thing is the rule resolution is not work in branch, right?
No, it will work.
No, after. Okay.
So this
Like
is the part of you see. The rule set stack is getting checked, right? Actually, in rule resolution, rule set stack is checked, and that branch rule set is present in your rule set stack.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay, so if it is, so see, same rule is present in loan app branch and loan app 0102, right? And if you see this, the branch is actually in your higher order. Okay, so
Yes.
it will pick the rule. If it is present in both of them, it will pick up from the branch rule set because that is in the higher on your rule set stack.
Okay. Means if we run a process without merging the branch, it will take the branch rules also. Means
Yes,
like
yes, that's true.
okay.
So,
And after
like if
rules
it is
create,
not part of the, sorry,
after we finished all the rule creation or all the things, then we can merge our branch to our
the
main
main rule.
application.
Yeah, application rule set, like which we referred main rule set. So if you say like the branch is already removed, so if I log off and I log in again, I'll see that. Yeah. So now if you go and check my rule set stack, the branch rule set will be not there. So because we have merged it, so that rule set will be no more exist anymore. So if you say I go there and I check my rule set stack, the branch rule set will be why that's there. It's already removed from the system. So if you see in my application,
And all the time, if we create one rule, we have to select the branch in it, right?
yeah,
Suppose
branch
if we
is already removed from the system, but it's still uh, it's showing it here. It doesn't contain any. So if you say I want to search for it, the branch rule set is already removed. When we merged it, it should be removed from the system. So if you say it's not available, I think that's a cache issue. Okay, so this is like you can see this branch is no more exists anymore. That is actually once we merged it, it removed from the system. So this rule set is no more exist in the system now. This I think there is some cache issue with this profile. So this is actually taking the older one as well. So the branch this rule set is no more exist in the system anymore. Once you merged it, it's not available.
okay. And one more thing, if we create one rule, that time we have to select the branch name, right?
Yes. So when you are saving that any rule set, like if you say like any rule, so you want to save that in the branch or you want to save that into the main rule set. So you can decide that there. So here it is like you can see here the context. So it is like related to a branch or not a branch. Okay. So if you say no branch, then it will going to save into the main rule set itself, your application rule set. And if I want to save that into the branch, I should save that directly to the branch one. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Any more questions?
One more thing, would you be able to send the rules on PPT to us?
Yeah, yeah. I'll send that one. I'll send that with some more examples, and that PPT I'll send across that. I'll do it today itself. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So we'll stop today, And if you have any more questions, we'll take it. Otherwise, we'll stop for today and then we'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Thanks, everyone. We'll close for today and then we'll continue on tomorrow. Okay. So
Thank
this is
you.
like you can see like there are more concepts associated now. Actually, uh, advanced from the CSA. So there are some of the topics which might be I'm not taking the basic things which is required to understand some of the things because I was assuming that as part of the CSA that is actually being understood by you. Okay, so some of the topic might be I'm not taking the basic part of it, so that I'm just talking the advanced concept related to it. Okay? So sometime actually might be if you have not understood that, you can just ask me that details as well. So in that time, I'll just explain you the background behind of it as well. Okay. Okay. Thanks everyone. So we'll meet tomorrow again. Have a nice day. Thank you.